everyone, I have made two of the same red hearts, so I thought I would turn them into earrings. You can turn them into a ring, you can turn it into a pendant, so I thought for Valentine's Day I will turn them into earrings. So I have two choices. I have this, which I think is quite pretty, quite neat. And then I have one more, and that is using a medium toned silver. To begin with, we want to thread on 8 bicurtain beads. I have 47 centimeters of thread. We're going to bring these 8 bicurtains down. Tie a knot, and one more. And let's cut off the tail so it doesn't get in our way. So we have 8 bicone beads in a circle. So my needle's coming out here, and I want to pick up 4 bicone beads. 4. And what I want to do is, I apologize for the clear thread, it's not so easy to see, but I'm coming out here. I want to skip this one, and I want to go through the next one right here. Just pop it into place, and then we're going to do the very same thing. We're going to pick up 4. And so I'm coming out right here. I want to skip this bead, and I want to go into this bead. So when we have our 4 bicones, we're skipping 1 bead and going into the next. So I'm going into it and coming out of it. And so we have part of our heart, most of our heart. So now what we want to do, we want to make this bottom tip more prominent, more pointy. And so to do that, we will go down 1 more. And then our point, we will skip it. Go through the next bicone bead. And we'll position it to where our thread is above it. So for this design, this is why I'm using monofilament thread. It's clear. If you're worried about your thread showing, you don't have to skip the bead, just go through it. And then I'm going to go through here, keep going along. So there's 3 accent beads on each side of the heart at the top. 1, 2, 3. Now right here, what you can do, you can tie a knot. Make sure it's tightened. This is why you want to start off with enough thread. So for this, I've started out with 47 centimeters, but in fact, to go through it the amount of times I need to for it to keep its shape, I would suggest, let's say 60 centimeters of thread. And I think I'm going to have to end here due to the amount of thread I have. So I'm going to knot it. And as I said, this small seed bead heart is using the same exact technique. If your thread doesn't match, you may not have to worry so much about skipping this bead for it to stand out, or you can always add it at the end. Make a circle of 7 instead of 8, and when you're going back around, you could pop on the seed bead and then go back around. I want it to be upright, and so then I'm wondering, how am I going to attach my ear hook? I put it in the first seed bead, and then I found a silver 3mm bicone bead that was in a bead soup I had, and I thought, okay, because this heart is made of bicones, this can be quite nice to match the shape of the other beads. I want 3 seed beads, so the center seed bead will hold my jump ring. So I'm going to place 2 on one side, and then 1 on the other side. And then you can tighten it, make sure it looks okay and proportionate. So I used initially 4 seed beads, but then I realized I want to put my jump ring in the center of a seed bead like I did here. And so I thought, okay, let me use 3 seed beads instead. So I've made 1 knot, and I'm going to make another. So monofilament isn't so great at holding knots, so keep that in mind when using it. So I have 1 knot, my second knot. Before I pull, I'll make sure it's directly between the seed beads. And rather than cutting off right away, I'm just going to pass each side through to make sure I'm not cutting at my knot. Yeah. So now what I want to do is take my jump ring and attach my ear hook. And then I want to slip my jump ring into the center seed bead. Now before you do this, make sure your jump ring will actually fit into the seed bead. An upright heart with a silver bicone to match the earring hook and some silver seed beads. So here we are, our bicone heart earring with a 3mm bicone bead in the center, 3 seed beads, and I think because we kept those silver, you can see the nice red shape of the heart.